Hi everyone. So today I'm going to teach you about the point slope formula. Before we do that, I just wanted to go over some review. When we are writing linear equations, there's two forms that I've taught you. I taught you the slope-intercept form, which is y equals slope times your x plus your y-intercept. M is your slope, v is your y-intercept. So we are going to be asked to write the equation of a line that passes through a certain point. For example, we have this point for 1, and then with the given slope. So you'll be given a slope and a point, and we have to write the formula in slope-intercept form. Today I'm going to show you how to do that not only in the slope-intercept form, but also show you how to do it in standard form. Remember, standard form is you have your a times x plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are numbers, particularly integers, meaning that we don't want any fractions on those. I'll show you how to do that. And then, yeah. So here's the point slope formula. It comes from the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I won't really go through that, but I'll just give you this formula first. So you're going to have y minus y1, meaning the y coordinate of your point that's given, equals m, your slope, times x minus x1, your x coordinate. So the y and the x are going to end up being the variables that we have in both of our forms, the y and the x. We need to fill in these two numbers, which this formula will help us find. Same for, we need to fill in the a, b, and c for the standard form, which this formula will help us find. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice. I'll leave this up here. We have this point, 4, 1, and then it has to have the slope of 2. So I'm going to use this form. So you're going to put y minus your y coordinate, which is 1, equals your slope, which is 2, times x minus your x coordinate, which is 4. That's written in point slope form. Okay? So going from here, I'm going to do both the slope intercept and the standard. But before I do that, let's kind of just practice what putting it in slope intercept form, okay? I meant the point slope form. So you have here y minus 4 equals the slope times x minus your x coordinate, which is 2. And then from here, we're going to do the slope-intercept form and the standard form. Let's do a few more examples here, this one and this one. So you have here y minus your y coordinate equals your slope times x minus your x coordinate. And remember that when it's minus minus, you can just make that a plus. I don't want to rewrite everything, so I'm just going to change that into a plus. Okay? All right, so that's that. And then we'll go ahead and write both the forms for that. And then right here, so you have y minus the y coordinate minus negative 1. I'm just going to make that positive because minus minus is positive, equals negative 3 over 4 times x minus negative 8. I'll just make that a positive 8. Okay, and then we'll do both the forms for that. All right, so let's go back here, and we're going to do the slope-intercept form and then also the standard form. The slope-intercept form we need to go ahead and simplify the point slope form a little bit. We will simplify it first by distributing the 2 to get rid of the parentheses. Remember that when you have parentheses, the only way to get rid of them is to use the distributive property. And so I'm going to do 2 times x. Let me go ahead and copy that down first. So that's y minus 1 equals 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And then remember slope-intercept form? You have to have y by itself. So which means I'll go ahead and take that over. So you have y equals 2x minus 7. That's written in slope-intercept form. My slope is 2, and my y-intercept is at negative 7. Okay? And then from here, we're going to go ahead and find the standard form. So standard form, it has you have your constant, the number by itself, on one side, and then your x and y terms on the left side. So what I can do is I can just do minus 2x here and minus 2x here. Let me start with the slope-intercept form. I'll just copy this down up here. Take that over. So negative 2x, that's positive y, so plus y equals negative 7. And that's it. That's all I have. Look at this. Here my slope is 2. My y-intercept is negative 7. Here are important, let me write it this way. Let's write b equals negative 7. And then here our main numbers are a, b, and c. We can say that a is negative 2, b is 1, and then c is negative 7. Okay, I know there's a lot here, and you're like, well, where are we trying to get at? The main things I do want you to see here is that this is written in point slope form. So when you have something like this, you can pick out the slope and the point that it goes through, like positive 4 and 1, like that. And then we can take that and convert it into slope-intercept form. And then go ahead and further convert that into standard form. Okay, so that's what that is. It's important to see that all of the things I've highlighted here, when I graph it, like let's say on Desmos, it'll all be the graph of the same line. Okay, so let's go ahead and maybe see it. Here's the point slope form. Y minus 1 equals 2 times x minus 4. There's that. And then you have here y equals 2x minus 7. You see how it's the same exact line? Yep. And then this one, the standard form, let me graph that as well. Negative 2x plus y equals negative 7. It's the same line. So they're all representing the same line. The last thing I do want to show you is this point. Well, does it fit what I've been trying to do anyway? Let's see. This line should go through 4, 1. Look at that, it does. At this point that was given, it could honestly be any point on the graph, but we just specifically wanted this point right here. Okay. Let's try the next problem. So we already have it written in point slope form. We're going to convert it to slope intercept form. We're going to get by first distributing and then bring the 4 over. So you have y minus 4 equals 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. 1/2 of negative 2, that's negative 1. And then we're going to add 4 on both sides. So you have y equals 1/2 x, negative 1 plus 4 is positive 3. So here my slope is 1/2, and then my y-intercept is at 3. To take that now, and then we're going to convert it into standard form. Let me just copy that over real quick. Okay, so when we want something in standard form, we don't want fractions. So to get rid of this fraction, we can go ahead and multiply everything by whatever is in the denominator, which is a 2. So y times 2 is 2y equals 1/2 of times 2, that's just 1, the 2's cancel out, but you can put it in decimal, so that's just 1x, so just x. And then 3 times 2 is 6. And then to finish this off, we need to just take that over. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So you have negative x plus 2y equals 6. I have it written in standard form. A is -1, B is 2, and then C is 6. And then let's try the next one. Alright, so this one, we'll go ahead and distribute that. When I bring down the y minus 0, I don't really need the 0. I'll just put y equals 2/3 times x is 2/3 x. 2/3 times 6, that would be 4. And that's that. I don't have to bring anything over because that was just 0. And then to convert it into standard form, let me just copy that over real quick. Okay, so I have a fraction. I need to get rid of the 3 here. So I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So y times 3 is 3y equals 2/3 times 3. That's just 2x. That's basically the 3's cancel out. And then 4 times 3 is 12. And now just simply bring this over. So that's negative 2x plus 3y equals 12. So there's that. You have your point slope form, which helps us to find the slope and a point on the line. Slope intercept form, which tells us the slope and the y-intercept. And then we have the standard form, which is a is -2, b is 3, and c is 12. And remember, we like the standard form, especially when we want to do the x and y intercepts. I don't want to go through it, but yeah. All right, last example here. So I'll go ahead and convert to slope-intercept form by distributing this. So I'm going to bring down the y plus 1 equals -3/4 times x. That's -3/4x. -3/4 times 8, that would be -6. And then take that over. So y equals -3/4x minus 7. And then now we're going to put it in standard form. So bring that over. So I need to get rid of the 4 here. So I'm going to multiply everything by 4. So y times 4 is 4y minus equals minus 3x. Because the 4's cancel out, you just have a -3x. And then -7 times 4, that would be -28. Bring that over. So that would be positive 3x plus 4y equals -28. There you go. Thanks, guys.